Okay, so this is going to be a bit of an interesting video. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be attempting to install Windows 1.0, the very first version of Windows, on my PC, my main PC. And we're going to be doing it with two floppies. This one is obviously going to be the DOS boot floppy, and this will be Windows 1.0. Now, one thing I must mention is Windows 1.0 is not an operating system in of itself. Windows 1.0 is basically a graphical extension or a graphical shell that runs on top of MS-DOS. So it is going to be installing on the C drive, but I don't think it will format it. At least I hope it doesn't. But I guess I could try and see if I can get it to install on one of my other drives, but I think it will be fine on the C drive since it's only a graphical extension of what is MS-DOS. So yes, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this in to there, and then I'm going to restart the PC by going here and restarting, and it's going to restart, and it will boot into DOS after it's restarted. So basically, when this is okay, so it's rebooting now, and it should boot into DOS. Yep, it's booting into DOS. Loading in drivers into memory. And there we go. Now that DOS has actually loaded into memory, we can now change to our Windows 1.0 floppy. So if I just eject the DOS floppy, put that up there for now, and then pop this inside here, and then I will type cd Windows. And now we're in the Windows folder, and then we'll type setup. And there we are, we're in Windows setup. So it's going to say setup prepares Windows to run on your computer. So press continue, and it's going to say, I'm going to rename that to Windows 1, so it doesn't get confused with like Windows 10 on my SSD. So we're going to start that now, and then it's going to say, okay, we can just continue now. It's going to like ask for mouse drivers and stuff. Yeah, it's going to say like stuff to do. It's going to need to know what pointing device I have, and obviously I have a mouse, so well, every computer these days has a mouse. So let's see, one pointing device, and then we can press enter. Graphics adapter, we're using the Intel HD graphics, which I don't think Windows 1.0 supports, so this is going to be interesting. Now copying files. You know, the floppy drive making noises. Okay, so copying a multitude of files. Now it's asking for a build disk. So I did copy most of the files onto this floppy here, which is a 3.5-inch 1.44 meg. Originally Windows 1.0 came on a 5.25-inch floppies, which only stored, I can't remember how much they stored, but it was less than a megabyte. So I see what happens when we press continue. Oh, it's saying the disk in drive A is not the build disk. Please insert it into drive A. I don't have the build disk, that's the problem. So I'm going to need a build disk. So I guess that's halted things. I mean, I did copy some other files that was on this floppy, so guess I could eject that, pop it back in here. Because when I copied the files, Windows said that the floppy was full, so I decided to copy it to the DOS disk as well, the remaining files. So I guess we could see if it actually does work. So I'll press continue. It didn't work. So yeah, that's a bit of a problem. We're so close though. So close to getting it to work. So yeah. I guess all we can do now is quit. Although what we could do is we could try... Because it did copy most of the files over. Windows not set up yet. Run setup again before trying to start Windows. Let's go to our C drive then. Windows 1 is still there, so CD window. Of course I need a space there. We can see what it did copy there. No idea what this is there. So the PIF editor, I think we can see what's in PIF then. I think we'll need to do a dir/w. Oh, typed it wrong. There we go. Do we have any executables? No. We just have all the PIF files, I guess. So, I guess we could see what else it installed. CD. Don't know what the .ovl file is. I guess we could try that. Win 100.ovl. Bad command or file name. Well, it didn't work because I don't have that blimmin' build disk. If I had that disk, it would have worked just fine. I guess if this video ends, I'm not able to get build this, but I guess I'll leave it here for now, and maybe I'll do another video if I finally get that build disk. So, I guess, thank you for watching. Goodbye.